everybody. Welcome to the Psychic Hour. I'm Christy Brower here with my psychic sister, Katie Weaver. Hey, Katie.
How's it going?
It's good. Thanks for, joining the show and stuff.
We are late and it's my fault. I definitely slid in sideways and I can't believe what my hair looks like. But okay, it's fine. I'm here.
I was getting worried. I was about to call you.
I I probably needed it. I was down in my craft room just pressing stuff, getting ready for our fair on Saturday, and just looked at the clock and was like, "Oh my god, I have 2 minutes. I haven't brushed my hair all day." I did brush this, believe it or not, but
I mean, okay. I'm sure you
I
did.
know
I don't have any doubt.
it's bananas. But yeah, so here we are.
Yeah. I've been crafting all day too. I look at these earrings. I'll hold one up so you can see it. These are little
Oh,
Herkimer diamond earrings. They're little crystal ball with Herkimer diamonds inside.
yeah. Love
Pretty
it.
happy with those. And I made some locket bracelets and some new lockets and stuff. So yeah, I'm getting ready for Saturday too.
Awesome. I'm excited. It's going to be a good day.
I just hope it's not going to be a million jillion degrees, but it probably
It's
is
not
going to be.
supposed to be horrifically hot. I mean, it's going to
Mm.
be hot, but it's not supposed to be the worst heat that ever happened.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That is good. That is good.
How's that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better than I don't know. This time of year, ugh, street fairs are hot as hell.
Right. Well, and we just don't really have our young person help this time. I know Mike is coming to help us set up and take down, but that's
Hmm.
other than that, it's just me and Scott. We're on our own.
I know. Like, oh shit, it'll be all
Normally we
right.
have Mars, Mia, other helpers, and we don't have any of that. Yeah.
No, they're all off doing like I don't know their own stuff. What?
What are they thinking?
I know.
For we are old and feeble and need their help.
It's just heavy, heavy hot work setting up.
Oh my gosh, it's so much work. But at least like last time was our first fair of the season, so a lot of things still needed to be priced and figured out, and now that stuff's all figured out. So I feel like
Yeah,
that
we
makes a
got a
big
lot of that done.
difference.
It
Yeah.
does. Well, welcome, Lillian, Sherry, Christy, Renee, Cranky, Jacqueline, Spirit, Victoria, and JR. Nice to have you all here.
Yeah.
We'll get to marching orders here in a minute because it is the first week, the first Thursday in July.
Yeah.
I can't believe this year is half over. What the hell, you guys?
Yeah. It's insane.
But it is.
Well, I do want to show one thing.
Oh,
Most
please do.
everything I'm crafting is not in front of me now, except for my spoons. So I have a special project. This is something I've been wanting to do forever. If you are chronically ill or have chronic pain, you may have heard before about spoon theory. The theory that you wake up in the morning with a certain amount of spoons, depending on how you're feeling, how you slept, where you are in your disease, things like that. And that's pretty much the spoons are the energy you have to negotiate for the day. And so, of course, everything you do costs a spoon or two, making breakfast, showering, getting dressed, going to work, uh, cleaning the house, making a phone call. Everything costs a spoon or
Mm-hmm.
a bit of your energy.
Right.
And when your spoons are spent, you are spent. You have to rest, you have to recuperate. And for people that are chronically ill or have chronic pain, it's a really good way for you to, for one, manage your energy yourself, but also to explain to people around you. You know, my family knows if I say I don't have enough spoons for that, they get it. You know, they know that means I'm too tired or I'm in too much pain or it's just not something I can do today. Right. So it's a good theory. Anyway, so I've been thinking for a long time that I wanted to come up with some kind of a spoon necklace for spoonies.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people that use spoon theory call themselves. And I finally found a distributor with these awesome little spoons. So I have these darling spoon necklaces
Those are
for
so
the
cute.
fair. And they have this sweet tag for them. And then there's a sticker on the back that explains what being spoony is. But I also have these bigger spoons. It has a crystal on the top of it.
Cute.
they pretty? I have a whole bunch of different ones. And for them, they're getting just going on a bigger card that describes, oh, that's upside down. That'll They'll be attached to this card, and then on the back of it, description again of what it means to be a spoonie. And I think that these are really special. I think they are really cool for a gift for someone that you know that might be sick or struggling.
Hmm.
Also, just for yourself if you're a spoonie. So, anyway, that's something new I'm making for this fair, and something I really do hope to get put on Etsy. I know I'm a broken record. I never do it, but these will go on Etsy. I just think this is kind of a special thing. So, anyway, near and dear to my heart, and I'm just excited that I finally found spoons
I love it.
that work for this project. Yeah.
I think that's cute. I love spoon theory.
Yeah.
Very
It
good.
makes sense. Yeah.
It does. Well, we do always kick this show off with what'd you have for dinner? So, what'd you have for dinner?
I haven't had anything. I have been working nonstop.
I had a
I
um,
don't
I
even
had
have
an
a plan.
enchilada. Don't even have a plan.
Nice.
Oh wow! I had an
Mm.
enchilada from Costa Vida, but it had a bad error. I
Oh,
cannot eat raw tomatoes. Like throw up. Eat 'em. Um, and they put a bunch of pico de gallo on the top,
oh
and I had to
no.
scrape it all off, and because we ordered, and
Mhm.
it was um, only part of it was edible, sadly. So
Oh no.
yeah, it's
Boo.
pretty bad. Cranky frozen pizza. Victoria
Mhm.
ordering pizza. Yeah, this is pizza night, isn't it, for a lot of people? Oh, Lillian, brownie brittle. I'm bad, still eating it. Christy, just a snack, too hot to eat. Yeah, no kidding.
Mhm.
No kidding. Oh, Jane says, I'm listening and shredding. Ah, I'm still in limbo. Sorry to hear that. Had a few bites of salmon and Persian cucumber and a keto chocolate ice cream bar. Sounds good. Ah, Spirit says Mac for the animals mostly. I'm scouting for more farmland in Northern California. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, good, Jessica. I'm hoping Jessica's been having a little trouble with her connection to us.
Oh,
Glad you're back. Renee said salad, hot dogs, and macaroni and cheese. Nice.
not too shabby.
No, everybody's getting something, but it's true. Like when it's hot in the summer, I'm like, oh,
Mm,
something little. I don't know. I don't care.
right. It's so hard to want to cook when it's hot,
It
for
is.
sure.
Oh, Jessica's shrimp scampi. Nice.
However, I made a masterpiece last night, I have to
Oh,
say.
you did.
I keep seeing people making cool stuff with this is canned dough. I mean, it can't be that cool, but the dough that you make croissants with,
Oh,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
the roll up ones. But you can just buy it in dough sheets. And so I bought 2 of those, and I've had them in the fridge for a minute, wanting to do something with them. So last
Hmm.
night, Scott and Mars were umping. I knew they were going to come home. They come home so hungry from umpiring, and so I put spread those out on a cookie sheet. The 2 of them together made a full sized cookie sheet, and I baked that. And then I took some cream cheese, some soft cream cheese, and added garlic, parsley, onion powder, salt and pepper. And then I spread that on top of that. And then I
Hmm.
put chunked up cooked chicken breast and chopped up artichoke hearts and halved olives and chopped green onions, and then put some cheese on top of that. So kind of made like a garlic chicken pizza, you know? My
Hmm.
God, that was good.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got 2 thumbs way up
I
from the
bet. That
umpiring
smells
crowd.
fabulous. Jane says she's freezing in Northern California. What?
Oh,
It's
wow.
cold? I didn't know it was cold. I didn't think it was cold anywhere here
Yeah,
in the States. I mean, in the United States.
right.
It's hot right now. Jacqueline, zucchini and kale from the garden, with sweet onion from the garden, and a burger with cheese, no bun. Nice.
Wow.
Sherry had a coney. I'm assuming that's a hot dog.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, Jacqueline's steaming the veggies. Look at you, all fancy, cooking your own vegetables right out of your own garden. I'm
I know.
impressed.
Jacqueline's always got something amazing going on.
I need to get Farmer Knutson around here to see if she wants to grow some vegetables.
Right? For
That's
real.
Rhonda, because I am not. I have no. I have black thumbs. I do nothing. Um, when it comes to gardening and stuff, it's just not my thing at all.
Yeah.
But Rhonda loves it, so I like to tease her and
Mhm.
call her Rhonda or Rhonda. Yeah, that is her name. Farmer Knudsen, Farmer Knudsen, because she likes to go out and walk around in the
We
backyard
call
and
her a lot of things.
fiddle with the hoses and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
this is true. Lillian just dumped the brownie brittle in the trash. She's going to be awake all night.
oh no. Oh, Jacqueline, it was 96 and 92 a couple of days this week and 70 now. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
70 is lovely.
Mm-hmm. We'll take it.
57 and overcast. June
Wow.
gloom. Wow.
Wow, and foggy.
Wow,
Oof.
Jane, that is wild. That is chilly.
Mhm. Yeah. We ended
Yeah,
up
that's
not
nice, Jacqueline.
we have just our kitchen herbs and some tomatoes, and that's it. One of
Wow.
Scott's greenhouses did not survive the winter.
Oh,
We had a
no.
really hard winter, and one of his
did.
greenhouses kind of partially collapsed, and then it made it really hard to keep all of his fish. He has a huge pond or pool in there, like a pond that
Mhm.
had all of his koi in it that he uses, for our aquaponics. And
Mhm.
so we had a really hard time keeping them alive over the winter because we didn't have the greenhouse to shelter them and help keep them a little bit warmer. We managed to keep them alive over the winter, and then about the middle of June, for absolutely no reason that we can see in any way, every single one of them died
Oh,
overnight.
no.
Just one day, they were all dead.
Just
And I mean, some of those
some
koi were
disease or
like, they
something.
were big. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, did you hear that siren? Lillian says they're coming to get me. I know, the cop just went right by they missed me, though. They went right by the house, so I think we're all right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not much help to rebuild it. So he's waiting for Micah to come home in a couple of weeks and help rebuild it so that he can at least get back on top. But basically, that kind of flattened our garden plans this year. So
Yeah, dang it.
yeah.
Cranky says, just got rain after a few weeks. My stuff grew a foot overnight. Oh, I bet.
Nice.
We've had so much rain. We have had so many afternoon thunderstorms. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
Alana.
Alana.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Well, should we get started? It is marching orders for July.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no, Jane said they're on their way for the trashing the chocolate offense.
Oh no.
They're coming for you, Lillian.
Is it? Oh, Cranky says it's very dry there. Just scary dry. We're actually not in that situation this year, which we frequently are, but we're not. Like, it's still very green. We have a ton of water.
We do. It's a miracle. And actually, not really under the threat of fire. In some years by now, the fireworks were a serious concern for fire. Now, there were some fires, but that was just from people, like putting hot fireworks in the garbage can and starting their houses on
in
fire.
their garage.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Kevin says it's totally swamp ass in New York City. It's the time for it.
Mm-hmm.
The ailment.
Somebody goes, it's totally swamp ass, and we all. Mm-mm.
We know.
Okay.
We get it. Yeah. Well, Katie is going to pull cards for us, and then I'm going to give each sign a stone. So we'll see what's laying around here.
So we're going to start with Cancer because it's still our birthday.
It is.
We're not giving that up. Okay. And I'm just using Psychic Tarot tonight. Okay. Oof. Oh no. Okay. The card is Power.
Why did you say, oh no?
Because this card typically speaks of power struggles. Not always, though. So
Not always.
it could also be you, Cancer, coming into your own power. But beware of power struggles and choose your weapons. Choose your battles wisely. Your weapons too, but
Choose your weapons too. Yeah.
Mostly your battles wisely. and battle when it's worth it, but sometimes you wade into deep, murky water that is not worth it. So consider it before you do. But also, if you are feeling like you're really coming into your own, I feel like Cancer, a lot of you guys this month are going to find yourselves getting like elevating your financial situation, perhaps getting a elevation at work, a job offer, things like that that give you some elevation that make you wary, not because they're a bad deal, but because you don't always see it in yourself. So don't
Mm,
be weird and run everything by, like a Sagittarius or somebody that can, breathe reason into you if you get all weird about it. Because there looks to
I'm
me like
right
there's
here. I'm
actually
right here.
good things coming that could really elevate you and help you. So actually, it's good. The power thing is good. It makes this Cancer nervous because the power struggles become very real, but it's more than that.
Definitely is. So then the stone that I chose for Cancer is honey calcite. And it's a solar plexus stone. It's definitely a personal
Mhm.
power stone to help you
Yeah.
stand in your own power, because that power card often is an indication that you may be giving your power away to someone else, to a fear, and it's time to stand in your power and really take that back.
Hmm.
So I think you need a good solar plexus stone like honey calcite.
I love it.
We've had some of the big windstorms that Yellowstone had. Yeah, we have had some of them. My neighbor down the street, a giant Russian olive blew all the way down.
Oh no. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a sin.
I
Oh,
know, really
I
sad.
love Russian
Jane
olive.
says, I really need to tell you all I'm so grateful for you and your YouTube presences. Oh,
Oh,
Jane, we are so grateful for you as well.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Sometimes the Cancer power struggles are internal. Ooh, so true.
Right?
So,
So you
so
need
true.
this. Cranky says that this stone looks like candy. It does. Honey
Hmm.
calcite really does look like if a chunk of honey was like frozen, this is what it would look like.
For sure.
It's a beautiful stone.
And Sherry said she had to go get this deck after we both had it the other day. Isn't it
Oh,
great? It's
it's a
such a
good
good
deck.
deck.
Mhm.
Favorite.
It's been around a long time,
Especially
but
because
I've used it forever.
John Holland's other decks aren't anywhere near as good as this one.
No, this is by far his best one.
I'm telling you, go for the first deck, the
Yeah.
first publication. That's the good one. The rest
Hmm.
of it is the stuff that the publisher wanted them to crank out. It was their grand ideas, not the intuition of the person who created it.
Yeah, it's very true.
Okay, Leo. Oh, Leo, look at you. The card is Universe.
Ooh, the universe card.
It's Psychic Tarot by John Holland. All right. That Universe card means I need to shut my office door because I've got barking dogs. Uh, so the Universe card a lot of times indicates that, you know, everything's available to you. What I really
Mhm,
think it means for Leo this month is that this is a great manifesting and money month. I feel like Leo this month also, kind of like Cancer, shouldn't sell themselves short. Leo, it's a little bit more, Cancer's a little bit more offered, yours is a little more earned. So, what you got to do is apply for the rate or the promotion, ask for the raise. Leo, by God, if you haven't been given a raise in a year, ask for one. If you
mhm,
haven't had your evaluation so that you could get a raise in 4 years and you haven't dared ask, this is the moment. If somebody owes you money, it's time to get it. It's
mhm,
really this month for you about evaluating where could you be being taken advantage of, where could the holes be, and filling them. Because it really is, it's a good money month for you.
mhm. I like it. Well, I chose Labradorite then for Leo because when that energy is coming in, that universal energy, sometimes you really need to connect to it through your crown chakra and your third eye to get the promptings that you need to make the right decisions at the right times. And so a little meditation right now would not hurt while holding a really nice piece of Labradorite like this one. It has some really nice flash to it. So do a little meditation. Ask what you should ask for, what the right timing is, that kind of thing.
And that is a gorgeous stone.
Yeah, it is. I love this piece.
Well, Virgo, we have a theme going here, and I'm really here for it.
Mm.
The theme is material harvest for Virgo.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going in a good direction here.
right? She's like, come on, Sagittarius.
Yes. Yes, I am.
uh, Virgo, this is a good month for you financially as well. Don't give it away. Don't give what you don't have. Don't feel like you have to share everything. Keep it. This is for you. These are good things. This, again, I feel like is stuff coming back to you that you've already put out there. Whether this is literally your garden exploding or it's seeds that you've planted in other ways, kind of coming back to bless you. This is a good money and manifesting month for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's a big theme though for you in that, like, for example, if someone borrowed money from you a million years ago and they come to pay it back, don't you dare tell them no. If
Yeah.
uh that's the kind of thing that comes up for me with Virgo this month is really seeds, bearing into fruition, things that you planted a while ago that are finally starting to create something good. So you allow yourself to have it in every way.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's something that you've been thinking about doing for a while, wanting for a while, a place you've been wanting to go, this is a great month to either do it, schedule it, buy the ticket, make the plan. This is a good month for you, Virgo. I'm excited to see what you do.
I love it. So let's get a really nice green stone in play here because green stones represent money and prosperity. They also represent self-love. And that's really important. Like if you're gonna, do something good for yourself and, accept the loan repayment from years ago and stuff like that, you got to put yourself first in these situations. And so let's do that. The little heart meditation with a green stone. So this is a really nice big piece of malachite that I love. It was Rhonda's, but she doesn't do anything with it, so I stole it. Yeah. I don't think she even knows I have it. Don't
I
tell
was
her.
going to say, I recognize
No
that
one
stone.
tell her. Yeah.
No,
One day she'll be
I'm
like,
telling her.
seen that big malachite of mine? Oh, I don't know.
What does malachite look like again?
What color is that? Yeah. No. She loves malachite. I know. I know.
Then
She knows. I know.
I was going to say, then the jig would be up because she would know. Yeah.
Yeah. She'd be like, what? You have it, don't you? Oh, there's that.
So the great
Okay.
theme may
Thank you.
be
Thank you.
ending with Libra. Libra, you broke it. Maybe not. The card is the shadow.
It's not always
I
a bad
actually
thing.
feel like July could be a bit of a depressed month for Libra. Libra, you feel to me like there is some grief this month. There is some general sadness that you need to work through. And I feel like part of it is that people around you are having a tough time and it's really wearing on you. There's some guidance here in that you can help, but you also need to give yourself some space to not have to always be sad, not have to always feel heavy. Uh, and for Libras that are grieving, because that comes up really strong this month, for Libras that are grieving, talk to somebody about it. Do some physical things to either to honor that person or to create a little memorial in your own garden or plant a tree or a flower. Do some things that are meaningful that you can look at that give you somewhere to put your energy. I feel like that's going to be really important for you this month. So for you, Libra, take good care of yourself above all else and just recognize that this is one of those months that you are going to get to face some stuff and work through it. Just don't do it by yourself. Talk to somebody, get some help.
I like it. I like it. So then what I want for Libra is to seek out stones that are the color of unconditional love. And that's this color right here. This is celestite, this blue. Or you could do some blue calcite or some Larimar. This is a Larimar chunk. Or some blue argonite. There you go. You'll see this advertised as Caribbean calcite. That's bullshit. It's not calcite. It's argonite, and it's blue argonite. But that color is the color of unconditional love. So you may need to wear that color in your clothing, get a stone or two of that color, wear it in some jewelry, or keep it in your pocket. But this light blue is the color that you need.
For sure. Perfect. All right, Scorpio. The card is temptation. That pretty much is a Scorpio right there, isn't it? But I got to tell you, Scorpio, what's coming up for me is money. What a money month. Who knew? July would be such a money month. This is really for you this month about really pausing, not making big purchases without a good couple of days pause, not being really what's the right word? Uh I don't have it. Not making snap
Impulsive?
decisions with your
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go drive a car and buy it the same day, right? Don't suddenly decide that, hey, I've got all this money saved and I want this one thing. I'm going to drop my whole dime on it. Pause. I feel like something in you this month needs to spend money, do something, consume something. Be careful with that. I feel like for you, Scorpio, this month. Impulsive, Kev, thank you. Good Lord. I swear to God.
I said it, but I don't think you heard me.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, this brain, who knows? But anyway, yes,
all good.
don't be too impulsive. You will regret it. So take a pause on that. The other part of this is I feel like the temptation to make other big impulsive decisions, like to just kind of quit your job, walk out of it, or you know, uh, move really quickly without really thinking it through. Like there's a big part of you this month that just wants to do something. So do something, right? Make something, take a walk, cook, clean for that matter. I mean, do things, but don't do things that are going to affect your future so much right now, at least without giving it some real thought, running it past, the Sagittarius in your life that can breathe reason into you. Just calm down a little bit.
That's me.
Yeah.
So then uh Scorpio, what you need then is some grounding. So let's get you some obsidian. This is gold sheen or silver sheen obsidian, but a nice piece of obsidian or a black stone. I think that's the only one I have sitting right here. That would be a good grounding stone. Do a little going outside, put your feet in the dirt or in the grass. Visualize red tree roots growing out of the bottoms of those feet, and then carry a dark stone in your pocket to help you to stay grounded. Really helps with impulsivity.
Hmm. Good idea. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We have so many Scorpios. It'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Send help.
I know. Well,
Okay.
it's funny because we were just having this conversation today about how he's really trying to not spend so much money on food, on eating out when he gets paid.
Uh,
And because that's a real impulse for him, like
mhm,
daily.
mhm.
So yeah, it's funny because we just had that conversation today.
That's so funny because I had that conversation with my cap today.
Oh wow.
Because he's doing the same thing. Yeah. Okay, Sagittarius. It is all about the throat chakra.
Ooh. Okay.
So, like I said, everybody that's got all your bullshit going on that needs to run it by your in-house Sagittarius, here it is.
I like it.
Talking, wisdom, sharing. I feel like Sag, you kind of find your voice this month in a way that you haven't in the last little bit. You really have some wisdom to share, some things to say. I feel like Sag could also find themselves in the position of mediator, kind of standing with a foot in both worlds on various topics and helping people to come together on them. But this is a good month for Sagittarius for communication in general. But I could see Sages use that to create some things, to potentially maybe even write some things, do something new. But a lot of wisdom coming out of Sag this month.
I like it. That's very funny because I'm recording a just kind of a one-time special podcast with a friend of mine in a couple of weeks that is very much about that. Um, my friend JJ, you guys have met JJ. She's been here on the show a couple
Yeah.
times. And she thinks that I need to really branch out my healing practice into ex-Mormons and ex-fundamentalists
Ah,
kinds of
interesting.
people that have, are sort of like deconstructing from a religion, which of
Mm-hmm.
course I have a lot of experience with and had already helped people with a lot. But she thinks it might be a cool idea for me to like really like specialize there, which I think she's
Mm-hmm.
right. And so she's gonna interview me. I'm gonna give her some interview questions. We're gonna talk about my own experiences growing up a Mormon. Because if
Nice.
you didn't grow up a Mormon, there's so much stuff people don't know.
No.
And to be able to talk about some of the really wild stuff that we grew up with and talking about kind of deconstructing from that. So,
Yeah.
this is another piece of celestite. That would be a good one. And honestly, Amazonite is probably one of my most favorite throat stones. This is
Mm-hmm.
Amazonite.
Nice.
Those would be great ones. So yeah, I'm excited for that. We're going to do that in a couple of weeks, and then I think I'll probably break it up into some segments and put it on my YouTube channel. And um, yeah, I want to help other people with
Mm-hmm.
deconstruction. I do a lot of that work already with people with my energy healing
Yeah.
practice, and I'd like to do more.
When we still had our center many years ago, or in our store, we used to secretly call it the Mormon Recovery Center because we had so many people come to into us that were trying to leave the church that needed some support,
Yeah,
ideas, stuff like that.
we really did, and yeah, I think I think an area I'm going to specialize in a little bit more. So
I
yeah,
like that.
I
Awesome.
think that's a great card for me.
It is. Well, Capricorn, I have some excellent news for you, Cav. Positive movement forward.
Oh,
I
good.
love this for Capricorn. You deserve it. You guys have been kind of wading through the mud for a while. Like things aren't bad, but they're not great. And here we are. So I feel like this is a good month. This is a good month professionally for Caps. I feel like there could be more money involved. I feel like just personally, it could apply to dating life. It could apply to just general energy and feeling good. It could apply to creativity. But I feel like in general, Capricorn, July is a good month for you. There's movement here for you. You've just you've been tired of not having movement for a while. Good movement at least, you know. So
Mhm.
this is it. Good stuff happening. So
I love
part
it.
of that I think for you, Cap, is to say yes. Say yes to opportunities that come along, you know, say yes to the dreaded social events, you know. Say yes. Be around
Mhm.
people, uh network yourself, but this is good. It's good stuff.
I like it. So then what I want to give Capricorn is a little bit of magic. So this is a fairy stone. I don't know if you've ever seen these. They're a concretion and they form in these really cool sort of fairy and goddess like formations.
Mhm.
I have
Love
one that's
those.
absolutely a goddess, but I think it's in the other room. But this is one I have that I really love. And so you
Mhm.
just need a little magic with you. Get you a little fairy stone. Most metaphysical stores have these. They're very inexpensive and they
Mhm.
come in just amazing different formations. I love these. But I think that that would be great for Cap right now, just to have a little bit of magic riding
Mhm.
along.
Yeah. Love it. Aquarius. The card is interesting. It's financial and material changes. This card can be bad, it can be good. It doesn't necessarily mean that good things are happening or bad things are happening. What I think it means for you, Aquarius, is getting straight on what your goals are. I feel like you have had a pile of goals, you know, for the last while, some of which have changed and you haven't let yourself change and let them be released. But some of them are bigger goals that just need more of your attention, that need more of your energy. But I think that this is a time to reevaluate that and just consider, where's my money going? Where is my energy going? And where do I want it to go? So I think part of it for Aquarius is that this month they just kind of have some new inspiration coming in. and that's going to change some of their goals and plans. Like I could see Aquarians like sell some things that used to be valuable to them that they're ready to move on
Hmm,
from, or
interesting.
pick up a completely different hobby or something like that, or launch something totally new. I mean, there's changes afoot for Aquarius. It's good, but it is
Hmm.
going to change you financially in some ways. So you'll have to consider what that looks like for you.
Yeah, I like it. So then what you need is my most favorite creativity stone, carnelian. Carnelian is just an orange agate, but it's a great inspiration stone. So as you're feeling inspired and feeling like you're going to make some changes, this is the perfect stone to have around with you.
Hmm. Perfect. Okay. Pisces. The card is spiritual union.
Ooh.
Sometimes this really does mean there's a partner coming in.
Hmm.
Sometimes this is more your union with yourself, your higher self. And sometimes this is friends and deepening of a friend group, or, a particular friend. But ultimately, this is a good month for relationships for Pisces. So again, for you, you have to say yes. You have to maybe, get a little bit more vulnerable than you like to be, Pisces. But it looks to
Mm-hmm.
me like this is a month for you, Pisces, that relationships really flourish. I feel like there may be changes afoot for Pisces anyway, kind of in their friends or friend circles. Some relationships or friendships emerging that haven't been that strong, and maybe others that are kind of slipping away. So interesting stuff for relationships, but I feel like it's positive. So, one thing for you, Pisces, though, is if you have some things slipping away that have been not that great, not working for you for a while, let them. Don't grab anything and jerk it back. Let it go if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. That's good advice. Well,
Yeah.
let's hit it right in the heart then. Let's get some rose quartz going.
Yeah.
I think that that's a really rose quartz is a really important stone when it comes to anything to do with relationships. It's just a stone that balances the heart.
Hmm.
And so get yourself some rose quartz. And of course, it's one of those stones everybody has.
Yeah.
Easy to come by. I love other pink stones. Oh, I'll show you one other. Let me grab it. Or if you have it or can get it, mangano calcite. And dang it, it's so hard to see.
Mm,
It is just a very pink, very pale pink banded calcite. So it's got white banding and pink. It's one of my most favorite stones. I love mangano calcite. A little harder to get. So of course, rose
mhm,
quartz is um, easier to come by, and probably lots of you already have it.
mhm. Yeah. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Aquarius. No,
This was
Aries.
Pisces, Aries. Yeah,
I know what I'm trying to say. It's just not the right thing's not coming out of my mouth.
sure.
Uh, yeah. So Aries, again, foundation and achievements.
There is a real theme here.
There is a real theme here. Yeah. So for Aries, this card a lot of times really speaks of some kind of achievement, whether it's relationship wise, it is, you know, growth in family, or it's with your job. There's but accomplishments for you coming, Aries. For you too, being willing to ask for what you're worth, being willing to set your standards where you want them, and don't be willing to waver on that, particularly in relationships, that you really recognize what you want and you insist on that. And I think what you're going to find, Aries, is that if you do that, you're not going to push people away. They'll do that. If you say, this is not working for me, this is the boundary I need to set, I think that you may discover that you've been putting up with some stuff that you're actually not that cool with because you didn't want to push somebody away. You're not pushing anybody away. Set the boundary. It's okay. But this
Right.
month for you, again, and I feel like, again, this could be financial, that there could be some good financial gain for you this month. So, wow.
So let's
Boom.
just really support that root chakra. Let's use some smoky quartz for that. Smoky quartz is a great stone for a sense of safety. And sometimes, as financial change happens, even when it's good, we need to really support our sense of safety and security, knowing that everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Uh, not all of us are big fans of change when it comes to money.
Yeah. It's dinner time, and my dogs just keep coming back in my office and licking my fingers, and they're looking at me, and I'm like, I know.
Anna.
Usually I feed them right before the show, but as we know, I ran out of time. So it's just cracking me up. Uh, Luke has done it 3 times now, and Bruno just came and peeked in and was like, "Hey."
You know what time it is? My cats will meet me at the door when we're done with the show because I
Mhm.
feed them at 8 o'clock at night, and so they
Oh.
will meet me at the door and follow me. They will lead me right to the kitchen
Mhm.
so I can feed them.
You better believe it.
Mhm.
Taurus, it's all about awareness. This is a
Mm.
really psychic month for Taurus.
Mhm.
Taurus, I feel like now it cracks me up because I feel like I say this about Taurus a lot, but I feel like this is a very introverted month for you. That
Mm.
you just want to be by yourself, working on your own stuff, listening to your own music or podcast or whatever, and just doing your thing. You do not feel all that social. You don't really feel like a lot of public stuff. You really just want to kind of be left alone. Now, for you, Taurus, don't do that to your partner, right? Like, make sure that you're not just completely disappearing on them this month and not, you know, making sure that they have what they need too. Taurus can be really bad for that. So, and
Mhm.
especially when you're in this space. But look at you in that head. You've got so much intuition, you've got so much creativity flowing. There's a lot of good stuff going on for you. Just make sure you strike some balance. Make sure that you are fair with it. But honestly, I feel like Taurus, this is a lovely month for you, mostly of just being able to just go within and do your thing.
Nice. Well, let's give Taurus then some apophyllite. This is an apophyllite cube, or this is a piece of double terminated apophyllite. And I know this stone is absolutely gorgeous, but it never looks good on screen. I don't know why, but it's a great third eye and crown stone. So it's a really good stone to just help improve that connection.
Love it. Perfect. Well, last but not least, we have Gemini.
Hmm.
And Gemini, look what you're all about. The solar plexus chakra card. What a great month for Gemini.
Oh
This is a
yeah.
month that, again, I feel like you are just a shining star. You are being seen. You are feeling good and good about yourself. Now, as with any good Gemini, you have a twin that likes to sneak in and disrupt your life sometimes, or on the flip side, maybe bring you what you need. But this month, even though you've got good stuff happening and you're feeling good and feeling seen, that mean little shit will pop in from time to time and talk ugly to you. Don't listen and don't let it. Sometimes you really have to tell that voice to sit down, shut up, take a back seat. It's not even true. And you're going to have to do that a little this month because even though in a lot of ways you're kind of on top of the world, you will still have that popping in. So we're not going to allow it. We're going to see it, recognize it for what it is when the doubts and the mean talk shift in and kick it back out. And if you need some help with that, one of us can help you with that. But
Mhm.
ultimately, Gemini, I feel like this is a good month of you coming into your own power, standing up for yourself, and shining. The bright light of this card always speaks to me. And I think for you, especially this month, Gemini, just really being seen in a really positive light. And yes, you do deserve that.
Mhm. So then I think Gemini, some peach selenite would be really great for you because it will help to purify your solar plexus and release some of those doubts and that negative talk that shows up.
Hmm. Yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
So there you have it. That's everybody. Interesting month.
I have a stone in mind though for like everyone, just as a general like, and that would be some smoky amethyst. I feel like we all could use smoky amethyst grounds us and connects our intuition, because one thing that happens with working with your intuition is that you can become ungrounded pretty easily.
Yeah,
And so I love a good smoky amethyst for working with just staying connected and in your body and your intuition. And
definitely.
this is some smoky amethyst. This one
Nice.
is, or this one is.
Yeah.
So it's smoky quartz that also has some amethyst in it, because they form together fairly often. So that would be a great stone just in general for all of us for this month.
Yeah. Very good. I love it. And that is a gorgeous stone.
It's one of my faves. I have so many pieces of smoky amethyst, and it's never enough. There will always be more.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt that you can actually literally dig it out of the earth in Montana, in Crystal Park, Montana.
Crystal
And we've
Park.
done that many
Yeah,
times.
we have. True.
Yeah. Well, there you go. What do you think?
Well, I think we have done it. We have covered every sign. So we will be back next Thursday with, I don't know what, something else.
Something
We'll
else.
see what's coming our way. If you ever wanted to have a session with me, you can do that by going to eclectichealer.com. That
Mhm.
is my website, and there are ways to get on my schedule there. I would love to work with you privately if you want to work on, if you're looking at some deconstruction from religion or needing some help with that. That's definitely something I work on, as
Mhm.
well as all other kinds of attachment and energy related issues. Katie,
For
how
sure.
do they find you?
You can find me over at 12listen.com. That's the hotline that I work on. It's number
Some
one,
twice thingy.
number two, listen.com. And you'll just find my profile there. And I'm there every day. But if I'm not and you need to talk to me, just schedule a call and I will come back.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here with us. We appreciate it. And you know it. We are the Psychic Sisters. Have a good night.
Take care.